Hey guys, Angelo.
Lauren.
Just wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going on over the last week. And I'll just go ahead and just let my wife kind of take over for a little bit.
Okay, first of all, I have to tell you guys that we live in a tiny house. If you didn't know that, it's 280 square feet. So our children are trying to sleep right there. So also took us about 15 minutes to figure out how to set up the video because it looks like we're in some kind of studio with all the lighting, and so anyways, it's been a struggle. So I made some notes over the last week because it's been quite a whirlwind of a week, I think, with 75 hard.
No notes for me.
He never takes notes, he always wins. Okay. So I wrote down, I think what the hardest part for me was trying to fit in the two 45-minute workouts. Because we enjoy working out, but I think trying to find two 45-minute slots like separated from each other is challenging, especially when I work 10 hours a day. He's dad life, 10 hours a day.
Trophy husband.
But so the other day, what was it, Friday? So I work swing shift. I work from 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. So what I usually do is when I wake up at like 10:30 or 11 in the morning, I usually go for like a 45-minute walk or a bike ride by myself because he's already done his morning workout. I'll drink some coffee, eat lunch, hang out with the boys, and then I'll go into work. And then, before I go to work, we have to do our second workout. So we usually go to like Mesa Fitness, and then we do a grinder of a workout over at Mesa Fitness. Well, my Thursday night into Friday, I have a quick turnaround at work. So Thursday, when I get off at 3 in the morning, I just stay at work and I do a 45-minute workout at 3 in the morning, which is rough, but gotta do what you gotta do. We're doing a lot of bike rides, a lot of walking.
She does a lot of walking.
A lot of walking. I like walking. Anyways, okay.
Wait,
So
hold on.
Oh
So
yeah, what's your hardest?
That was her hardest. I feel like it's a little different for everybody. And so with me, I think what I find hard is trying to find a good balance of like making sure that I'm not just making 75 hard my one and only thing. Obviously, no, that's not how it works. I still have stuff to do. So making sure that I have like getting my stuff done is a struggle for me. That's where I'm struggling just a little bit, is like just making sure that I'm going out and like have my to-do list, I guess you should say, and that I'm actually accomplishing the goals that I needed to accomplish outside of 75 hard. So that would be my struggle for sure, is just I can make 75 hard like fun and do it all the time, but I can't. Yeah.
Gotta keep a 2.5-year-old alive.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I put another note in here that I've had a challenging last year. What's 75 more days? So, yeah, it's been going through knee surgery after I tore my ACL, testing for the police academy, finally healing from that, going to the police academy, going through a training program. Now I'm finally on my own as a police officer, and it's been crazy. So I think that 75 more days of something tough is no big deal.
And I just want to give a shout out to my wife because I'm just so proud of her. It was fun watching her go through the police academy. I got to just like experience watching like some changes happen with her and stuff. And then going into her role as a police officer, finding herself behind the badge has just been a complete honor for me just to watch her start to blossom. So a little shout out to you, love.
Cheers.
Yeah.
I'll pay you later. Okay, so Amber Peck, if you're watching, or Nick Peck, Amber approached me in the locker room 2 days ago. She said, I have a bone to pick with you. And I was like, uh-oh, what did I do? And she said, well, Nick watched your video and now I have to do 75 hard. And I'm like, oh, sucker. But I think that's good because I think we're encouraging people, maybe challenging people. I think at the very end, I'll post some pictures of just my progress, but I looked at my first day 1 and day 5, and it's like a total
Huge difference.
transformation,
Yeah.
even in just 5 days.
Just in 5 days.
So if we can inspire and encourage more people, that would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I put a note in here that I get hangry.
Oh my gosh.
I woke up one morning and he didn't have my breakfast ready. I freaked out.
Yeah, I got a phone call. It was like, hey, what am I supposed to eat? And she was serious, like dead serious. Like, I was worried for my life.
Yeah.
Like, no taken. Make sure my wife has breakfast in the morning when she wakes up. In the morning-ish when she wakes up.
Good. Okay. So then part of 75 Hard, like we mentioned in the last video, is you have to do 10 pages of reading on a self-help book. Angelo is choosing mostly the Bible. I'm gonna incorporate that in a little bit, but first I wanted to finish, there is like a book that goes along with the program. It's called 75 Hard. And it's just about the dude who founded it and kind of how it came about and all that. And in one of the chapters, he talks about your boss voice versus your bitch voice. And I don't typically cuss, but it's in the book. So what he's talking about is that inner voice inside of you that everyone struggles with all the time. And are you going to let it be your boss voice or your bitch voice?
Ooh.
So just think of it, all the negative self-talk that you do inside your head all day.
Maybe I can't do this.
Can't do this. I'm too weak. I'm too tired. I'm whatever the excuse is. That's your bitch voice. We don't want a bitch voice. We want a boss voice. Like, I got this. I'm gonna do this. It's hard and it sucks, but I'm gonna do it. So I had a moment at the gym the other day, and like, we work out a lot, obviously, during this program, but I think I was rowing. I don't even know what I was doing, and I was like in my head, I'm so bleeping tired of rowing. My legs hurt, my knees hurt, everything hurts. I'm tired. I've had 3 hours of sleep. He's yelling at me to row faster, and I'm tired. And then I just thought to myself, you know what? That's your bitch voice. Pull out your boss voice. And then, so it was a little
I had
better.
no idea she was thinking that. That's so funny.
It was better after that. And then the last point that I made in my notes for the week is I think we're being an excellent example for our kids, because a lot of our first or second workouts, we try to do like a bike ride or a walk or something with the kids, and now they're just seeing us like being more active all the time instead of just sitting around. They're seeing us really strive to eat healthier, make better choices in our diet, drinking lots of water, just all positive things that we're trying to instill in the boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
What
I
else do we
had a thought the other day. It was like probably almost maybe a month ago, not quite a month ago, where I was just like, what in the world? You know what I mean? I kind of caught myself sitting around being lazy, and I realized in that moment that like I should be running circles around my kids. Like I should be running them ragged. They should have to struggle to keep up with me as their dad, right? And I mean that in a healthy way, as in like I should be outside playing with them. I should be dragging them on bike rides. I should be dragging them to the lazy river. I should be, you know what I mean? Like I should constantly be dragging them out to go do stuff and like wearing them out. Like I should be making them tired, and I'm over here just being a lazy turd sometimes. So I had that thought a while back, and definitely rolls into this whole concept of the 75 hard for us. I think everybody's going to be doing it for their own reasons and stuff, and I think it's something that can help push people to meet those goals and challenges and expectations for themselves. So
We
far,
have 40 seconds. Why don't you throw some kingdom at them real quick?
what if you would stop talking? You've been talking this whole time.
You talked most of the first video. It was my turn.
So
Put you on the spot.
I know, now I'm on the spot. Let me think of something here. Oh, think of this. The thing of the drive that I have during this process through 75 hard, it makes me really think about the drive the Apostle Paul had for Jesus. He had that one incident with him, and he 180'd his life, and from there he never looked back. We never hear about him complaining. We hear about him asking for help maybe one time with this thing that he had, and he said, and that God had told him his grace was sufficient, right? And on top of that, he went through this crazy drama. If we read the books, like, he went through this crazy stuff. He was stoned, shipwrecked, beaten, all this stuff over and over repeatedly, and he never gave up. He had this ambition, this drive in him that just drove him to, like, be the voice of the Lord here on earth for that time that he was here. And we're still reading his words, and he still has he's still making changes in people's lives. So if this 75 hard can kind of help guide me towards that, to be like that ambitious and to really have that kind of drive when it comes to preaching the gospel and bringing the good news to those, then I'm all for it. I will suck it up for this. So anyways, we love you guys. We hope we're either inspiring you or whatever
or
it is.
entertaining you,
whatever it is. We're just thank you for following. If you could share, do whatever, just make this thing go crazy. Peace.